Indian economy classified into three sectors. One is agriculture sector, second sector is industrial sector, third one is service sector. Already we discussed about the agriculture sector. Now we are going to discuss about the industrial sector. What exactly the industrial sector means? Industrial sector consisting of manufacturing units and production units. Industrial sector transforming the raw material into finished goods. All these units comes under the category of industrial sector. Industrial sector refers to the sectors of the economy which is related to the manufacturing and production of different products. Industrial sector is a great importance of economic development in our country. Industrial sector plays very good important role in economic development of one country. That is what we are going to discuss now. First we will discuss about the structure of Indian industries. Indian industries are classified into different types based on the usage, based on the ownership, based on the capital, based on the organization, like that. One by one we will discuss it. Structure in terms of usage, industrial classification, structure in terms of usage. First one is basic industries. Basic industries means which industries are produce the capital goods, machines, machinery units, all comes under the basic industries category. Second category, industries producing consumer goods. The industries which are producing consumer goods, textiles, clothes and some food like that, all these comes under the consumer goods, industries producing consumer goods, that is second category. And third category, industries producing intermediate goods. Intermediate goods are goods which are used in the production of capital goods and consumer goods. The intermediate goods are called, that goods are used in the production of producer goods and consumer goods. Example for the intermediary goods are cement and all that, the type of raw material, okay, not finished goods. Okay. Next classification, that is structure by type of ownership. First one is structure by the usage. Now structure by the type of ownership. Public sector undertakings. Second one is private sector undertaking. Next one is joint sector undertakings. Public sector undertakings is the units which are managed by government, operated and established and managed all this by government. That type of category of industries comes under the public sector undertakings. Private sector undertakings managed by private people, established and managed and controlled by private people. That particular industries comes under the category of private sector undertakings. Joint sector undertaking, some units are managed by both government and private, they comes under the category of joint sector. Okay. Next category, that is structure by size of capital. How many in terms of crores or rupees, based on the capital which are used by in that particular industry, that industries are classified based on that. First one is mega industries, which industries are having more than 100 crores capital, that category comes under the mega industries. Large industries are that industries which are having more than 10 crores and less than 100 crores. Next C category, that is medium industries. Medium industries are in the category of more than 5 crores and less than 10 crores. Next one, small industries. Small industries more than 25 lakhs and less than 5 crores. That type of industries are comes under the category of small scale industries. And micro industries are industries which are having less than 25 lakhs of investment as a capital, that category called micro industries. Cottage industries are household industries, which are units are operated by the household members, and this type of industries are called cottage industries. Ancillary industries are industries which are produce the goods which is useful for the large scale industries. They supply the semi finished goods to the large industries, that's why they are called ancillary industries. And tiny industries, this is a two micro, this is one type of micro only, tiny, a small industries. Okay. Next classification, structure by type of enterprises, public limited companies and private limited companies, government companies. These three types of use of enterprises, structure by type of enterprises. Public limited means here the group of people come together and established an industry, their liability is restricted to their investment only. That is the public limited companies, liability is limited for that members. Private limited companies, the group of people associated in as a group, more than 2 members and less than 50. This liability is limited that only among the members, whereas public, that liability can be shared among the people and they can issue some shares to the other people. But in private limited companies, they do not have the chance to issue the shares, and the liability, they can transfer their shares among the members, not to others, public. That is why it is private limited, liability is limited to its members only. Government companies, these three types of category comes under the structure of by type of enterprises. And classification of industries, primary industries, genetic industries, extractive industry, manufacturing industry, construction industry and service industry. These are the classification of industry. Primary industry, the basic necessities and consumer as well as capital goods are produced in this primary industry. Genetic industry is nothing but engaged the activities in increasing the species of some animals and plants, and in the purpose of the sole purpose of the sale, breeding the hatcheries and seeds, generating of the seeds. This type of comes under the genetic industry. Extractive industries are the industries which are produce the goods by extracting the from soil or air, from water, like this. Oil, cement, all these are coming from the soil. Manufacturing industries are turning the raw materials into the finished goods, that is manufacturing industry. Construction industry is a for example, constructing the buildings, roads and infrastructure facilities. All this comes under this road transport systems and railway lines. All this comes under the construction industry. Service industry, giving services by providing services. Important statistics regarding our industries. The share of industry in GDP, contribution of industries into the GDP at factor cost is approximately 16.6% in 1950 to 51, that is now it is increased to 26.2%. This means contribution of industry sector in national income 26, if for example 100 rupees is the national income, 26.2 rupees is coming from the industrial sector, remaining coming from that agriculture sector and service sector. Rate of growth of industrial production is approximately 2.9% to 1.1 in recent year. Of course, we can say that 2 to 12% of the each year registering industrial growth rate at the rate of 2% to 12%. Now we are observing some sluggishness in industrial growth rate. This was happened because of a recession we observed during the 2008-9 to it is following like that. Now we observe some small growth rate registered in industrial during the period of 11, 12 and 12, 13. So if we observe some statistics regarding industrial production of major industries in during the period of 2012-13, electricity generated 912.1 billion kilowatts per hour. Crude petroleum production 38 million tons. Cement production 252.5 million tons. Textiles 60,453 million square meters in 2012-13. Sugar 248 lakh tons. Coal 583 million tons. Like this, we observe the major industries and the prime industries in India, their productivity capacity is increasing. If we compare with 1950-51 to present, we improved a lot by increasing the productivity of industries. Now we will discuss some industry reasons for the industrial backwardness. We observe in India during the period of 60 years of planning. In the starting of the planning, we slowly registered growth rates and we improved little bit. And first plan wise we given importance to first plan given importance to the agriculture, second plan given importance to the industries, third one also given industries, and fourth agriculture. Again like that the importance have been changed, and during this 60 years of period if we observe the industrial growth rate among 2 to 12%. Reason for the industrial backwardness. What are the causes behind this industrial backwardness which we observed in? Causes of industrial backwardness point wise. First point, British rule policy. British rule policy, Britishers ruled as they used our country as a supplier of raw materials, and it's a lucrative marketing for finished goods. They treated us like that. So they have transported all raw material to their country, and they planned for their country's development, and they have not concentrated to develop the Indian industries. So they used for supplier of raw material and a good market for the finished product which is completed in their country. They transported, they exported to our country. Finished goods are exported, taken by raw materials are taken by them, and the same raw material is turned into the finished goods, and again that finished goods supplied to the India. That was the main cause for the industrial backwardness in India. Lack of mineral resources. Some resources are not available at the time, and oil products, if we observe the petroleum products and coal, these mineral resources are lack of these mineral resources, we cannot registering high growth rates in industrial. One of the reason for this, due to this reason industrial backwardness we are observing. Lack of capital. Capital means capital is accumulated with the help of savings. If the people earn more incomes, they do more savings. With the help of that savings, that savings may be transformed into the capital. Because of the low income levels we are observing in India, our saving limits also very low, savings also very low. Because of that we are observing a lack of capital. Due to this fact we are observing industrial backwardness. Lack of credit facilities. Lack of credit, there is no such institutions or institutionalized credit facilities for the industries. Due to this reason also we observe that industrial backwardness. Lack of credit facilities. Lack of foreign trade. Foreign trade also, we are not technically developed, our finished goods are not competitive with the other countries in quality and quantity wise. So our foreign trade is very less during the starting period of Indian planning. For that reason we are not earning a foreign exchange reserves, which is very important to import the new modern technology. Due to lack of foreign exchange, reserves, we are lacking behind in the industrial progressiveness. Lack of technical experts. This is also one of the constraint for the industrial backwardness in India. If we observe that we are not having technical experts, and we are spending lot of amount to import the technical experts from the other countries, we are spending more amount on that. This is also one of the reason for industrial backwardness. Next, lack of transport facilities. In India, there is no infrastructure facilities, such infrastructure facilities are not developed. Whatever the infrastructure facilities we are having, it is not that much quality, and due to that factor we are observing some backwardness in industry. If we observe that road facilities and communication facilities, lack of these facilities also we observe the industrial backwardness. Next, lack of industrial research. Our industries are not concentrating on research and development wing. They are not, and the industries are not spending their amounts on research and development and innovative things. Every industry to develop themselves, they have to concentrate on research and development. Every time to improve the quality and quantity and productivity and production, they have to concentrate on research and development wing. But lack of industrial research, no innovative things are coming out, so we are observing underdevelopedness in industrial backward. Energy crisis, we are facing some energy problems. Sufficient electricity production is not there, and sufficient petroleum production not available in our India. This type of leads to underdevelopedness. Increase in taxes, government is also to collect the revenue for the administration purpose, they are increasing taxes. Because of these taxes also, it is not encouraging the people, those who are coming forward to start industries, and that is also one of the point. Okay. Limited market. In India, our production, our industrial products, they are having limited market area. We are not able to compete with the foreign markets, and we are not able to compete with the other countries' goods in quality, and for that purpose our industrial products restricted to limited market. Attitude of the labor is also different, and if they are getting much salaries, they won't work for hard, and if they are not getting sufficient salary, they go for strikes. This type of attitude of labor is also obstacle for the industrial development. Defective planning. They are not making proper planning, utilizing the resources and utilizing the investments, and making innovative things, and making changes in the product. Even though they are planning, that planning is not according to, they are not moving. So defective planning also one of the major in industrial backwardness. For this purpose, to solve the industrial problems and to overcome the industrial backwardness and registering high growth in industries, industrial development, our government, after getting independence, they started industrial policy resolutions. Under the name of industrial policy resolutions, government issued so many industrial IPRs. IPRs means industrial policy resolutions. Main objectives of this industrial policy resolutions are rapid industrial development. We have to register high fast growth rate in industrial development. When we registered high growth rate in industrial development, then only the industry will create employment. The industry can increase the products, goods and services which are useful for the people, and all this necessary. With the help of industrial development only, the country will be registered high growth rates. Okay, that's why the first objective is rapid industrial development. Second one, balanced industrial structure. The balance should be maintained in industrial structure. Not only the concentration on basic industries, not only concentration on consumer goods industries, and we have to bring balance between these two industries, and prevention of concentration of economic power. Economic power should not be concentrated in few hands. If some people only coming forward to establish the industries, and they are increasing industries, and they are making huge amounts of the income, that income is concentrated in few hands. But whereas industrial policy resolution, one of the objective is prevention of a concentration of economic power. They are encouraging through the industrial policy resolution, everybody should come forward and establish the industries, that income should be earned by all the people, and income should be shared by among all people. That is one of the objectives of industrial policy resolution. And balanced regional growth also. Some places they are attracting the huge investments, and they are establishing the industries, and that is industrially developing regions. If we observe some presidential areas of British rule, Bengal, Calcutta, and Bombay, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu, Madras, these presidential towns, if we observe, industrially they developed. Because of this, imbalance will be appeared in regional imbalances. One of the objectives, industrial objectives, is balanced regional growth. Balanced regional growth. By adopting this method, every area should be given priority, and if the backward areas are there, the government should encourage the industrialists to establish the industries in backward region, so that balanced regional growth can be achieved. These are the main objectives of industrial policy resolutions. The first policy, industrial policy resolution 1948, this was issued in April 6, 1948. This is the first industrial policy resolution. In this, industries are classified into 4 categories. Exclusive state monopoly. In this type of industries, only state can establish, state is having monopoly in that. The state only operate that type of industries, first category. State monopoly for new units, whatever the industries established earlier, that can be in a private, but new industries starts only by state, that type of category. Second one, state regulation. Some industries established by the private people, but regulation must be by state. Unregulated private enterprise, remaining all other given to the unregulated private enterprises. This type of 4 categories are classified in industrial policy resolution, in first industrial policy resolution. In this way, we can observe that government has given priority. Exclusive state monopoly for new units, state regulation. In every industries, the role of states role of government is increasing. This type of policy resolution was issued in 1948, April 6. This is the first resolution. Second one, industrial policy resolution 1956. After establishing planning commission, after first plan started, 1948 resolution is coming before the planning period, and after planning commission established, and in 1955-56 our government has taken step to the socialistic pattern of India. So for that purpose, new industrial policy resolution is required, and government announced a new industrial policy resolution in 1956. In this, classification of industries, 3 sectors: Schedule A, Schedule B, and Schedule C. In Schedule A, 17 industries were given, like important arms and ammunition, and atomic energies, like that. So chemicals and hazardous chemicals, explosives, and all this comes under that 17 industries. Schedule A contained 17 industries. In these 17 industries, the new industries and should be maintained and operated by government only. Schedule B contained 12 industries. These industries required license, and remaining industries fell in the category of C category. This can be established by private people. This is the classification. And second, assistance to the private sector. Private support was given by the government sector to the private sector. Assistance in all aspects, providing credit facilities, providing infrastructure facilities, in all aspects assistance to the private sectors should be given priority in this industrial policy resolution. Expanded role of cottage and small scale industries. In this 1956 resolution, expanded role of cottage industries and small scale. Balanced industrial growth among various regions. Again, regional imbalances. To control the regional disparities, we have to give importance to the regionally balanced regional development. For that purpose, balanced industrial growth should be there, and establishing the industries in remote areas, backward areas is also very necessary. In this way, balanced industrial growth among various regions. Role of foreign capital. It is recognized the role of foreign capital and giving a chance to the role of foreign capital. Development of managerial and technical cadres. Government has concentrated on improve the skills, managerial skills and technical skills by giving training facilities. This type of steps was taken by in industrial resolution, policy resolution 1956. Incentives to the labor. It is providing some incentives to the labor also who are working in the industrial sector in a way of some incentives. Industrial policy 1977. This is the third industrial policy resolution. This was issued by Janata Party in March 1977. Small scale sector classified into three categories: cottage industries, tiny units and small scale industries. Small scale industries and second point, that is district industrial centers have been established in each district to encourage the registration of industrial centers, registration of industries in each district wise. District industrial centers were set up in this industry. According to this industrial policy resolution, DICs are established. District industry centers are established. Third point, that is handloom sector was given preference. And this entire 1977 industrial policy resolution, they are concentrated on small scale industries, district wise development of industries and handloom sectors. For reduction in regional imbalances, they are concentrated all these things. Towns to urban areas to backward areas, and this was given priority in this. Special attention was to be given to the promotion of tiny sectors. Establishing tiny sectors, they have given importance to establishing the tiny sectors. All these are the main points which have been issued in industrial policy resolution 1977. Next, again government has been changed in 1980. Again Congress party came into the ruling and they changed the old industrial policy resolution which was given by Janata Party. On July 25th, 1980, Congress party announced the new industrial policy, that was industrial policy resolution 1980. Again their concentration is also almost all the same, little bit change. Revitalization of the public sector, strengthening the public sector, economic federalism, they concentrated on the economic federalism, redefining the small units. According to the 1977 industrial policy resolution, tiny industries limit is 1 lakh, and in this tiny unit limit is increased to 2 lakhs, and small industries investment limit is also increased to 2 lakhs. That is small industries and ancillary industries. Ancillary industries are industries which are useful for the large scale industries. Promotion of rural industries, removal of regional imbalances, industrial sickness, regulation of unauthorized excess capacity, these are all the points which are given in Industrial Policy 1980. This was issued by Congress Party in 1980. Then Industrial Policy Resolution 1991. Examination point of view, this is the very important Industrial Policy Resolution. This was issued by P.V. Narasimha Rao and Manmohan Singh. P.V. Narasimha Rao is the Prime Minister at the time, and Manmohan Singh is the Finance Minister. We are facing some economic crisis in India. So at that moment, LPG policy was undertaken with the help of this Industrial Policy Resolution. The government announced new industrial policy on July 24, 1991. The major objectives of this new policy is to build on the gains already made, to correct the distortions and weakness that might have crept in Indian economy, to maintain the sustained growth in productivity and employment, to create employment, to improve the productivity of industries, to attain the international competitiveness. We have to attain the international competitiveness by improving the quality of production, quality of products. This is the main objectives of Industrial Resolution Policy 1991. To achieve that objectives, some initiatives which have taken in this policy are: first, abolition of industrial licensing. Total industries not required to industrial licensing. For only some 6 industries are required for licensing. According to the 1991 industrial policy, it was restricted to only 6. Earlier it was the number is 17. Now it is not required. All that industries are not required for the licensing. So they abolished the licensing system. Public sector role is diluted by giving a chance to the private. Then reserved industries number is reduced to only 3. That is arms and ammunitions, and atomic energy, and railway transport. These 3 only reserved in government sector, but remaining all other given to the private sector. Public sector role is diluted, and MRTP Act is amended. According to the MRTP Act, every company which is having more than if they are crossing 100 crores of worth of capital, if they are expanding, before expanding they have to apply for the permission. That is the MRTP Act, Monopoly Restrictive Trade Practice Act. This was amended. That threshold was removed. The 100 crores limit is removed. Now the companies they can increase their investment level before obtaining the prior approval. That MRTP Act is amended to encourage the people, those who are having capacity to increase the industries, they can increase like that. Free entry to the foreign investment in the form of FDIs. They are allowed FDIs, and in the form of technology also they allowed the free entry of foreign investment in the form of FDIs and technology. They invited the foreign direct investments, and they imported the technology. Some liberalization has been taken in this. Liberalized industrial location policy. This is a industrial location policy also liberalized. Earlier need to apply for the permission when they are going to establish one industry in one location. Now according to the 1991 industrial policy resolution, if the population is not more than 10 lakhs, in that place anybody can establish the industries before obtaining the approval. If the population is more than 10 lakhs, then only they have to apply for the approval. That is the liberalized industrial location policy. Removal of mandatory convertibility clause. What it means? The banking institutions, financial institutions giving credit facility to the industries, and they are having a optional some part of the credit facilities should be transformed into equity. that is the mandatory convertibility clause, which is removed according to the 1991 industrial policy. Now it is not required, it is not mandatory, that is the mandatory convertibility clause is removed from this. The analysis, what is the impact of 1991 industrial policy on Indian economy? Some positive impacts are there, some negative impacts also there. First we will discuss about the positive impact. Industry started concentrating on research and development to bring the creativity of in productivity design. To compete with foreign countries products, we are concentrating on research and development wing to improve the quality and productivity of our companies. And after 1991 policy, quality aspect has gained a lot of significance. We are concentrating on quality oriented. Extensive growth of infrastructure such as transport, banking, communication. Our government has concentrated to improve the infrastructure facilities so that industries can produce quality goods with the available infrastructure facilities. So the government has concentrated on extensive growth of infrastructure such as transport, banking and communication. Free flow of foreign capital on account of FDI. The government has given a chance to free flow of foreign capital in the form of FDI, foreign direct investment. And with the help of this 1991 industrial policy, our government has expected employment opportunities will increase with the help of establishing units by multinational companies. Increase in the standard of living, automatically the production will increase, productivity will be increased, goods and services will be increased, income of the people will be increased, and so that it brings the increase in standard of living. Implementation of better technology with the help of foreign direct investment and with the help of foreign technology, improvement will be there. Okay. Negative impact, if we we discussed earlier is positive impacts, and some negative impacts also we observe in this. Tough competition for domestic industries. Now domestic industries should be compete with the foreign industries. So this is the very tough competition for domestic industries. And opposition from trade unions. In India there are some trade unions who are opposing the liberalization due to competition arising because of this. And unemployment, here in positive we will discuss that increasing employment opportunities, but as we expected that much employment is not created with the help of 1991 industrial policy resolution. It is caused for unemployment also. Why? Because we imported a technology and we shifted from labor intensive technology to capital intensive technology. We used advanced technology, so that is instead of increasing the employment, it is decreased the employment chances. So unemployment is increased. Indiscriminate use of natural resources of our country by multinational companies. Multinational companies they used our natural resources indiscriminately. That may be some negative impact on Indian economy. Distortions in the production structure, and this type of negative impacts we observe in 1991 industrial policy resolution. What is the meaning of special economic zones? Special economic zone is a geographical region that has economic laws different from country's typical economic laws. They have different laws. They are established for increasing the foreign investments. They should attract the foreign investment. Our productivity should be increased, production should be increased, so that we can our exports will be increased with the help of SEZs. The special economic zone policy in India first came into the inception of on April 1st, 2000. The prime objective was to enhance the foreign trade and provide the international competitiveness for exports. We should increase our exports with the help of some incentives given to the industries in which is established in the special economic zones by giving credit facilities at a lower interest rate and some incentives in the form of tax reductions, this type of facilities. Total types of sedges: multi-sector sedges, the required 1000 hectares, sector specific sedges, 100 hectares is required for this. Free trade and warehousing zone, 50 hectares is enough for this. Free trade and warehousing zones, ITES, handicrafts, biotechnology, non-conventional energy, gems and jewelry, particularly every they are establishing as SEGES. Small scale industries, role of small scale industries in economic development of one country. We will discuss in the point of view of Indian economy. Okay. First, what are the characteristics which we observe in small scale industries? First, ownership by limited people or a single person or a group of people in the partnership, and management and control by active person. Even though there is a partnership, but the active person will take care of the management and control, remaining all other sleeping partners. It is a small unit, because if it is small unit operated by and managed by only single person, area of operation is also very limited. If I observe the characteristics, area of small scale industries is particular in that local area only. Technology which is used in a small scale industries is very domestic and user friendly. It is not required any foreign technology or like that. Local domestic purpose technology can be used. Gestation period is very small when compared with large units. In small scale unit, we observe that gestation period is very less when compared with large scale industries. And flexibility, we can adapt the immediate changes in the productivity and production. Resources can be whatever the resources available in a local area, that resources can be used. Dispersal of units, dispersal of units is very easy in small scale industries. These are the characteristics which we observe in small scale industries. Role of small scale industries in India. Small scale industries generate employment opportunities, enhance the mobilization of resources and entrepreneurial skills, and facilitate equitable distribution of income. Regional dispersal of industries. In this first point we will discuss small scale industries generate employment opportunities. Small scale industries are giving opportunities to the people who are not technically good enough, and only educated people cannot, not only educated people can only in a local area available non-skilled labor also engaged in small scale industries, so that small scale industries generate huge opportunities in employment point of view. Anybody can engage in small scale industries. Enhance of mobilization of resources in entrepreneurial skills. Resources can be mobilized easily by small scale industries, and entrepreneurial skills can be improved with the giving opportunity to the people, those who are in rural areas. First, they have given a chance to improve their skills. It is providing a chance to improve the skills. Third one, facilitate the equitable distribution of income. If the large industry is established by one single person, the huge amount concentrated in one single person. Whereas, if the small scale industries are established by so many people, in number of units are established, and all units are increased their income levels, so equitable distribution we can observe in income distribution. Regional dispersal of industries. Here and there we can establish small industries here and there in backward areas, so that we can bring regional development also. Provide opportunities for development of technology. Small scale industries giving an opportunity to develop the technology. They can apply the new techniques. If it is success, we can improve the technology. Like that, they are providing a chance to improve the technology. Utilize the indigenous organizational and management capabilities which are available indigenous and which are available in local areas. The organizational skills and management capabilities can be utilized, which are left by the large scale industries in rural areas, that can be utilized by small scale industries. Small scale industries promote exports, they are contributing 40% of total exports in India. Small scale industries, they are playing a good role in promoting the exports, and they are playing a very good role in increasing the foreign exchange reserves in India, which are essential to import the technology and support the growth of large industries. Small scale industries, they are giving their support to the large industries by providing semi finished goods and by establishing ancillary units which are helpful to the production, increasing the production of large scale industries. Ninth one, that is maintain better industrial relation. With the small scale industries, it is possible to maintain the better industrial relation among the employee and employer. And cottage industries and their importance in India. Cottage industry and small industries are more or less same. Cottage industries is operated by the household members. In India, most of the people, they are belongs to rural areas, and they depended on agriculture. Agriculture is not providing employment for 3 to 4 months in a year. Because of that, the unemploymentness is observed in family members, and age old members also, they are not at all participating in the economic activities. By cottage industries, we can improve the employment opportunities for the people, those who are 4 months employment is also created by cottage industries, and unused women and age old persons may be engaged in cottage industry. So that in this way, cottage industries is playing very important role in Indian economy. Now, problems faced by small scale industries in India. We will discuss some problems faced by small scale industries. Small scale industries are facing acute shortage of finance in India. Availability of inadequate quantity, poor quality, and even supply of new raw materials is not in a regular basis. Idle capacity, they are not using proper capacity of their units. Indian small scale enterprises are not fully exposed to the latest technology. It is not available, latest technology is they are not using. Small scale industries are also exposed to marketing problems in our country. They are facing some marketing problems. Infrastructure, there is inadequate availability of the transportation, communication, power and other facilities in backward areas. These are the problems, and problems faced by small scale industries of in India. Poor project planning. A small scale unit located in remote backward areas may not have skilled workers. Lack of managerial competence. These are the problems which we observe in small scale industries. What are the measures taken by the government to remove these problems? Credit facilities provided by the government by establishing some credit financial institutions. For example, SIDBI, Small Industries Development Bank of India, which is established in 1990. By establishing industrial estates, by giving all facilities in one place, giving a chance to increase the number of small scale units in one place, that is called industrial estates. By providing infrastructure facilities in one particular place, providing the transport, communication, electricity and information, all this will be available by establishing industrial estates. Testing laboratories, government is established some testing laboratories, so the small industries can be use this facility. Supply of designs, government by employing technical specialists and supplying designs to them. Publicity and information and advertisements will be helped by the government. By providing these facilities, we can remove some problems. And facilities of raw materials, supply of raw materials by government at a cheaper cost, and purchase of cottage industries products. By purchasing the cottage industries products by government at supportive prices, they can encourage the small scale industries. Protection against the foreign competitions, protection against the, by giving some incentives to the domestic small scale units, they can provide the protection against the foreign competition. Establishment of training institutions for small scale industries, every year by conducting training programs, giving training to the people who are engaged in small scale industries, so that capacity can be increased. Handicraft center, by establishing handicraft centers, they can encourage the small scale industry, they can remove some problems of small scale industries. From this industrial sector, the students should concentrate on that. According to which industrial policy resolution our socialistic pattern was observed? Example for answer for this, 1956. And liberalization policy, privatization policy, globalization policy implemented in industrial policy resolution 1991. Multiple choice will be given, and question will be framed like that. In which industrial policy resolution LPG policy is adopted? Not direct object type questions, multiple questions will be, multiple answers will be given, and you have to choose among the right. And total, what are the main credit facilities, how they collect the financial, so, and question may be asked on industrial financial institutions. And problems, what is the main problem of industrial backwardness? Capital deficiency is the main problem which is faced by the Indian industries. What are the main problems? We have to concentrate on this concept. With the help of this concept, we have to draw the answers. Multiple questions will be asked to you, options will be given to you, and you have to choose the right answer by studying this concept. In this way, industrial sector is very important in Indian economy for the economic development of country.